Hello, my friends. I have two short story recommendations for you today. They are both from Nightmare Magazine, issue number 122. It is the November 22 issue. The first story is from Gordon B. White. It is called Devil Take Me. Now, Devil Take Me is an unreliable narrator story from the viewpoint of a young boy. He has an alcoholic father that abuses both him and his mother. And they also have a newborn baby. The newborn baby just will not stop crying. The young man, the young boy, is very upset because of the new baby and the amount of frustration and havoc and chaos it is causing in his household. And he does something that might not be so smart. He prays both to God for the baby to stop, but also to the devil for the baby to stop crying and for things to go back to being normal. However, his family is very messed up, and the father and mother are both abusive. So you really don't know if there is actually an evil spirit in this house, or that there is the devil, or if it's just a horrible father and a horrible mother, mostly the horrible father. So one night, the devil decides to visit the young boy. And what follows is one of the most horrifying scenes I have ever read in a horror book or a horror story. As the boy hides under his covers, the devil, who has a very long neck like a snake, tries to worm itself underneath the covers and keeps asking the boy, uh, do you want me to take care of your little brother? Like, do you want me to take care of this issue? Do you want me to intervene? And the young boy responds. And that's where I'm going to stop this review because I don't want to give too much more away in case you want to read it. It was just phenomenal. What I really loved about it was the dysfunctional family and the unreliable narrator of the young boy. The second story from that issue that I would like to recommend is from Amanda's song. It's called Only When You Laugh. Once again, this is a dysfunctional family. In this one, they are taking a young girl to a comedy show. Now, the father and mother are fighting nonstop with each other. They treat each other horribly, and they yell at their daughter. They call her good for nothing and stupid. And the emotional and verbal abuse is definitely a trigger warning in this story. On the other side, there is a comedian magician, and he is doing his last show. And in this world, you crack open these eggs and something happens that makes people laugh. It's kind of like a metaphor for cracking jokes. And so when you have these like large eggs and they crack, like maybe confetti or something spectacular happens, and people get surprised, but then they laugh. And the young girl is so excited to go and see her favorite comedian magician perform the act because she as well has been trying to become one of these entertainers too. So when they go to the show, something horrible happens, but the young girl joins in and laughs along with the magician comedian as the parents are mortified and completely terrified at the same time. It was fabulous. I loved this story because it really showed the dysfunction in a family and how awful this abuse could be, and how this little girl is able to overcome that and find somewhere inside of her laughter and joy. So those are the two short stories I'd like to recommend. There were a couple others I enjoyed too, but those were my favorites recently. I'm up to 10 short stories for 2023. I'm hoping to read a lot of short stories in this year, and I'll let you know if I find any more that I enjoy. Talk to you again later.